All right, guys. Today I'm going to share with you, after a lot of back and forth, what I'm finally settling down on as the reporting. All right. Now, before I get into it, this background is pretty nice, isn't it? I mean, I need to just make it a bit more tighter. Let's see. Wait. No, these are not bed sheets. I'm actually a bit more legit than that nowadays. What the fuck is this right here? Anyways, all right. So reporting is basically a lot of back and forth happened to the point where, like it's kind of annoying how it's hard to get help with these kind of things, right? Anything to do with processes, management is there's not much help out there. And it makes sense, right? Because people directly pulling you up in these sectors is basically kind of giving you their business. Like if somebody shows you exactly step-by-step process, like, hey, this is exactly what we do. And the first month when the client comes on, this is how we report to them. And then after that, we set the expectation like this, like that, like that, like that. That's dramatically helping you out and taking a lot of your stress away. So I'm not surprised that there's not much of that, not to mention that that's not where the vast majority people are. Vast majority is, learning how to rank, learning how to sell. So that's why there's so many courses for the bottom line. But once you get a little bit up, it's a little harder to get help, right? Anyways, that's a different rant. What I realized after so much thinking back and forth, right? Sometimes for certain clients, I was thinking like, all right, I'm gonna stop with the whole reporting for calls and stuff. I'm gonna, mainly report month to month on activities, right? Like first month we're gonna do this, second month do this, third month we're gonna do this, and let's say after some point when the activities we have to do for them is gone down because they're already ranking stuff, maybe we'll report quarterly. And I was even thinking like, report some fluff, right? So report some stuff that, we're still doing, sending some social signals, doing some extra social media accounts in the far out there, which isn't really moving the needle too much, but it's fine because you're already making a shit ton of money from our service. This is just to show you there's some kind of thing going on a monthly basis, right? Without doing all that stuff, what I came to now, and this is something that's going to really help out once the speed clicks in, is more of an expectation that will allow me to do this because of the time frame. So let me explain. This is what I'm planning to do. Client comes on board. We set the expectation that, look, initial report. This is where you currently are. You're getting 2 calls from your online visibility per month. Your website is getting no traffic whatsoever. And maybe you have some messed up citations here and there, whatever. And we just give them a bird's eye view picture of what's going on. A lot of it they already know. If their phone isn't ringing, they know their online presence is not the greatest, right? So we showed them that. And that's the first month's report. That's it. That's it. That's the first month's report. Moving on from there, the next time we report to them is just via simple things on an email, right? 2 to 3 times max until we start actually reporting the interaction, right? The customer interaction, the customer actions. So within 90 days, 90 to 120 day mark, we should be able to show them an increase in traffic, increase in customer actions, increase in calls, whatever it is, increase in those real metrics directly from the Google My Business dashboard within the 3 to 4 month period, right? If you're doing things the right way, and really trying to optimize maps and everything properly, this is not hard to do, right? You don't need 6 to 8 months to show them this. This can be done in 90 days. Once that's coming in, then you're fine. That's all you report. Every month, I just send a report for, hey, looks like you're getting calls. Hey, looks like you got 30 calls this month, 35 calls this month, 40, 50 calls, whatever they're getting from their maps, from their website, we just report that exact same thing back to them, right? Nothing else, no else fluff needed. Before, what I was doing all this time is basically trying to do a hybrid, and this is what shot myself in the foot, right? Especially in the beginning of this year when I didn't know, I didn't have much clients, right? When I did get the clients, I had all the time in the world to shower them with all kinds of reports. Hey, this is what we're building now. Every single thing I was doing for them, I was kind of showing them, hey, this is what we did this week. After a couple of weeks, we did some stuff, and I would just like throw them stuff at their way. This got them prepped up to kind of expect things to come in, be thrown that way every couple of weeks to a month. So I'm moving away from that entire thing and transitioning to just reporting the actual actions, right? Actual results they're getting per month. So I know it sounds like common sense. I know it sounds like, why didn't you do this from before? But the answer to that really is I think it's a thing about confidence. If you're in the beginning stage, you are more likely to promise them some kind of reporting which is unnecessary, right? In the beginning, especially if you don't know how to, like, if you're not sure what kind of results you can bring for them, you'd be kind of wary of, okay, I'll talk to you guys, in 90 days to show you exactly what's happening. You'd think that they might get wary and cancel and stuff like that. Then you go on to report the tasks, right? This is the thing. If you bring results, you should be able to report just results. If your results are not that great, your track record for actually producing calls and results and making the return on investment go up, if that's not the greatest, then you resolve to reporting tasks. This is why all the big companies are masters at reporting tasks, that they have set by set every single month what they're going to report to them, so the client always feels that, oh, something's coming, something's going to be happening, something's good. Okay, in the 4th month, all right, 2 to 3 more months, and it's going to start to pick up. And they're like showing some stuff. They have client relations, they have managers who's like, just there for calming clients down. All this stuff, they know their numbers completely from a bird's eye view, right? It's not anymore about like, oh, they can't produce results. They know their game. Like, they know a client will cancel on average in 6 months, but at least they got 12 grand out of them. They have their metrics built out. We are not doing that. We are actually bringing them results. And once you get to a point where you are confident and you can see that you are bringing results for most of your clients and everything's good, this is the type of reporting that I would recommend, right? Completely try to transition out of that task reporting bullshit, because it just makes you go in a spiral down to the point where you're going to have to just report fluff. Right? That's what it comes down to. You're gonna have to report stuff that you don't really have to do, just to show them some stuff is going on, so that they can feel that you're doing something behind the scenes to keep their business up and running the way it is. That is not necessary. They pay you for a return on investment, not for every month sucking up to them with the tasks that you're doing. All right. So just wanted to make a video about this. I'm pretty pissed off, like, me looking at the back end and realizing this now, because all this time I didn't really go into it, right? I didn't go into like, why is these couple guys kind of in the pain in the ass and these guys are not? And I realized that there was like some hybrid going on. In the beginning of this year, I started doing that task stuff, and then somewhere in the middle, I kind of resolved to that result stuff. And the ones that are result based, they don't bug me. They don't bug me at all. They understand that whatever I'm doing, whatever I did, whatever it is, they don't care. They just know that before I wasn't making any money from my online presence. Now I'm making a lot of money from my online presence, and that's it. That's all they need to know, right? So yeah, what are we at? 8 minutes. Okay, now this is the second option. I know it felt like the video is gonna end, but this is the other thing, and this is why I said in the beginning there could be 2 options. This is the only thing you could do, and I'm putting this in place. I'm gonna make a system for it, only for clients who I know I get the feeling that they like to see what's happening a bit more until the results come, right? You're gonna have clients like this, right? This is the reality. You can't just be like, if they're like that, then I won't take them on. Yeah, you're gonna just say no to $2,000 a month because you don't want to send an email at the end of the month. It's not realistic. You're gonna have clients who come up that are like that. The way I'm gonna set the expectations with them is, look, in the beginning stages, this is where you are. So that first email, first initial stance, showing them where they are. And then it's going to be, this is what we plan on doing. And then as I'm doing that, let's say like first month, let's say we clean out their citations, we do their on-page and stuff like that, right? They'll get a simple email. It'll be scripted, but it'll look very personable, right? It'll just go out from my VA. It'll be like, hey, look, this month, this is completed, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. And then boom. Second month, hey, this is completed. We're starting to see some interaction going on, right? And then GMB. 3rd or 4th month, we show them only the GMB. And in the first call, when they're coming on board, we tell them like, hey, look, normally we don't report like this because we are results driven. But since I know that you'd like to see that until the calls actually start coming in, we would keep you a bit more, hand-holding, or however you want to put it. We don't mind keeping you up to date exactly what's going on. Hello?
Your local search specialist.
I was thinking it's gonna be those new automated robots that kind of like pause while they're talking. It's fucking crazy. These guys are Who knows how much they're paying for this technology, but it's getting pretty good. I think it would be pretty good to call roofers. Where was I? I lost my train of thought, guys. But the point is, for the other thing you can do if you have clients who would like to be knowing a bit more what's happening in the beginning stages until they're getting results, you can do so. Just script emails, right? Script out like 3 to 4 emails that they're gonna get. So this will be attached to your management. Like, so if you use Trello, after your VA completes the first month for that particular client, attached to the first month as a task in the end, that email this client with this script and fill in the blanks with the task that was done, right? So they'll get that first month, second month, third month, and you just have to set the expectation from the beginning that, hey, after the third or fourth month, we're not doing any more reporting. That's task basis, right? Just make it sound appealing, right? We're results based. That's what we deliver. We believe in delivering calls, not just tasks that we do for you. So this is how we're going to be starting out, and about this time you should start seeing results, so then we can transition to that. All right, so once they understand that part, which most people will, you're good to go. You don't have to be in this little reporting problem that people have. All right, peace.